this channel. My name is Fia Chola, and today I'm going to take you through the basics of love succession. And the first topic I would like to deal with is the topic of intermeddling. When I'm talking about intermeddling, this is where a person meddles with the estate of the deceased person or the testator without authority to deal with the property of that particular deceased person. And this is dealt with in section 45 of the Love Succession Act. And in section 46, it advises people that once you realize that there is an intermeddling with the estate of the deceased, you are required to report to the chief, who will later report to the police officer. Section 46 talks about petitioning of succession matter to either the High Court or the Magistrate Court. And section 48 it talks about where there is both the Magistrate Court and the High Court, then you're required to petition to the High Court. And section 4 basically talks about the law that governs both movable and immovable property with relation to succession matters. Section 51 of the Law of Succession talks about the documents that are supposed to be attached when it comes to succession matter. When you're looking at section 77 of the Law of Succession, this is mainly talks about the foreign grant. And when the process of foreign grant is involved, the first step, you are supposed to take up a confirmed grant, and after taking up the confirmed grant, then where the property is based, or the immovable property is based, you are supposed to through practicing law firm in that particular area, you are supposed to acquire the colonial property and administration. Then you shall be required to get up the Commonwealth resale grant, and these were for purposes of that's a resale grant form for purposes of reselling of that particular grant, which shall be sealed in the High Court of that particular country. And once that has been done, that's where you find that in section 79, you find that now the personal representative will be acting as they will be acting as the owners of that particular property of the deceased. And section 80 of the Law of Succession Act, we find that this is where one gets that particular authority to deal with the property of the deceased person. Section 95 of the Law of Succession Act, it talks about the offenses of the personal representatives. And if you find that personal representative of the estate of the deceased person has committed some certain offenses that is against the acquisition of that particular grant, then you can apply for revocation of that particular grant as per section 76 of the Law of Succession Act. Section 96 of the Law of Succession Act, it talks about where someone has killed a deceased person, like you murdered the testator or the deceased person for purposes of acquiring their wealth. In this particular, with reference to this particular section, first section 96.1, we find the rule of the Magnatan Rule. And this Magnatan Rule basically talks about person who murders the deceased person, and he won't inherit the property of that deceased person. Section 96.2, it talks about that basically it explains further regarding to this particular concept of the murdering or committing of that offense of murdering the deceased person. If you have any question regarding what I've touched today, kindly comment below. And for now, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and share. Thank you.